A vessel of the Lord coming before you today with another revelation I received from the Lord to share. As with any revelation, please take it back to God. Ask God about the revelation, take me back to God, and ask God about me. Okay, so I'm going to share a dream that I had on January 22nd at 6:04 a.m. I'm only going to share 3 minutes of the dream. We are to store up prayers for those who will be in this war. You can store up prayers ahead of time. And so it is for those who pray to pray and those who will be in the draft for this war to be strong and courageous. The Lord is with you. I believe that's Joshua 1 and 9. Okay.
Was throwing a old thing with her. Then somehow the old lady pulls out this flyer and it had like um St. Patrick's Day decorations. It was pink and St. Patrick's Day, so it was pink and green. It was weird. So maybe like a mixture of like February and St. Patrick's Day, February and March time frame. I didn't see the year. I just looked on the flyer, and it said the draft is coming. And I was like, the draft is coming. She was like, I can't be in it. I was like, draft is coming. Then my mind went to another scene immediately. I just had this dream and I just woke up to it. So for me to have all the details means there's some heavy truth about it. In this dream, it was like people on racetracks. And I remember earlier in the dream, or maybe around this scene, there was like this giant, looked like a Humvee going down steps fast. I mean, like eating the steps up. Basically, the steps were being torn up behind the Humvee. Like it was driving down fast and it was breaking them up. There were a lot of Humvees. And I just remember seeing man versus machine. And I'm like, man versus machine. And it was like, the machines have done everything that they need to do to study man. But man has not done everything that they needed to do to study war machines. But the war will be with machines. And then I was just thinking, this is crazy. It was some machines that were running as fast as cars. Some of the machines were cars, like AI cars. But some of the machines were men running. They're not men, but just like robots that look like men, that look like they have like human parts, like arms, legs, heads, stuff like that. But they were still robots. They were able to look on their watch and clock where the human was going and what they thought the human was going to do. And I remember seeing this so detailed. And then out of the top building behind the Humvee on the steps, there comes like another AI chasing that Humvee down those steps that are apparently going into this tunnel. And I just kept thinking, man versus machine, man versus machine. I was like, oh, this is madness. They are crazy. And so then I kept thinking, and then I went back to the lady. She was like, are you going? And then I was looking down the flyer, and I was like, who is supposed to go to this draft? Men, women, who? And I saw in there something on the left, like there's going to be a reserve. So there will be like reserved fighters, like the Army Reserve. There will be a reserve, but then that was on the left at the bottom. But then on the right at the bottom, like going down the column, because it was telling who, what, when, where, why, blah, blah, blah. On the right, it was saying who, and it said um, it said men and women. And I thought, men and women? That's crazy. She said, do you qualify? And I was thinking, wait, do I qualify? And as I'm older now, I'm thinking, man, do I qualify? And I'm like, no, I don't qualify because I'm older. But in the dream, I was trying to figure out if I qualified. And I was like, do I qualify? Do I qualify? And I was like, oh, no, I don't qualify.